Happy New Year, Gemini. If you're a Gemini born May 21st to June 20th, what can you expect for the month of January 2016? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Geminis, right away, there has been just a lot on your plate. I feel kind of wrung out. So I'm just seeing my whole insides just wrung out. And for some of you, this is, these are health issues. These are emotional issues. My throat's closed. They're just kind of holding your breath. What else? What else? What else? Like, what else can go wrong? What else can happen? There's this big fear that you're being squeezed from the inside out. So that's how you enter January. Now, what I see is, oh, nice. I see an unwinding of all that energy. So you've been squeezed, and I feel like it sort of opens up now, and you get flattened out. It's almost like somebody bumps into you, and then they pick you up and go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me dust you off. Let me help you. So I feel like that's what the universe has in store for you. They're going to pick you up, dust you off, and say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's make up. Let's start over. So it feels like that. So it's a really good new beginning for you guys. A lot of answers will come in. Now, what's really so healthy for you guys and helpful is that we actually have Mercury is going retrograde January 5th to the 25th. And generally people don't like that, but this is really good for your sign because you're going to get a chance to rest, redo, restart, contemplate, just get like a whole new beginning. So it's almost like, when you get out of bed on the wrong side of the bed and you go, wait, let me go back to bed. Let me start over. That's how I feel like 2/16 starts for you guys. It's like, wait, I got on the wrong side of the bed. Let me start over. So there's this huge period of starting your whole year over in a way that you want, in a way that's productive, and in a way that's healthy. So you're going to get a lot of answers, a lot of information, and you're going to, more importantly, have the time to implement it and the clarity and the energy to do so. So really powerful new beginnings for Geminis. Now let's look specifically at your personal relationships, romantic relationships. Okay, so some of you enter January newly single. It's showing me like you were in a relationship that sort of was holding on by a thread, and that thread broke. So over the holidays, you may have had a holiday breakup. I have to say, it doesn't feel terribly painful. It feels a little lonely, but it feels like it's one of those relationships where you sort of knew it really wasn't going so well, and so it was time to end it. So it could be mutual. And then there are those of you in a relationship that are clinging to each other. Like really, we have two extremes here. Then where you're clinging to each other to help each other get through things, and holding breath with each other, right? Like, is everything going to be okay? And everything is going to be okay. So you've got a strong relationship. For those of you that are in relationship, you've got a strong relationship and are really listening to your partner and enjoying your partner's guidance and comfort and support. So now in January, you may notice a little bit of difficulty in communication, or your partner not hearing what you're saying, or wanting to get in alignment with you. Like their heels are dug in. This is the way it needs to be done. And you're like, no, they're not listening. They're not understanding. That's not my goal. That's not my objective. So I don't want to do it like that because I don't want that outcome. What there is to do with this is just kind of don't add any fuel to the fire. Just table the conversation till the end of the month and then start over. You can even say something like, you know what? We're not communicating. We're not in agreement. Let's just drop it. Let's think about it in a couple weeks. Let's come back and talk about it again, right? You don't have to tell them the whole Mercury retrograde nonsense because they're just going to go, la, 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 I don't know what you're talking about, right? Instead, just say, well, let's just take January to think about it. Let's talk about it in February. And it'll be a completely different resolution. You'll both be able to hear each other. You'll see new solutions, and you'll be able to come to a compromise that makes sense to both of you. Okay. Now, for those of you that are single and looking for a relationship, a romantic relationship, what do we see for you in January? Okay, so I see some of you, really sad, really looking for nurturing, self-soothing. And if you really, okay. So I'm going to be straight up with you. What I see, Gemini, is like I see you sucking your thumb. For those of you that aren't in a relationship, you're really wounded, you're hurt, you're sad. You're ready for, you want to be taken care of, you want nurtured. And I'm going to be a little tough. What the universe is saying is, I don't want a baby. I don't want to take care of somebody. I don't need another child in my life. So the best thing that you can do is stop feeling sorry for yourself, get up, get happy, heal yourself from the inside out, and be the life of the party. Flip on that other side of Gemini and go have fun. You guys are so easy. You're such a chameleon, Gemini. You're not called the twin for nothing, right? Show them the other side. If you show the other side of yourself when you're out socializing and having fun, you're going to have a great time. This month is going to be a good month for you. It'll be cathartic. It'll be healing. You'll have fun because laughter is the best medicine, right? Getting out and enjoying yourself and having fun as opposed to sitting home, sucking your thumb and feeling vulnerable and sad, right? Sorry, that's not what you need this month. What you need is you need to flip the scales and get out there and go have a good time. And in doing so, you're going to attract more people, have more fun. And then at the end of the month, there is a potential to get into a relationship. At the end of the month, you may meet somebody new or actually bring somebody in from the past, in which case that relationship could work, or at least reach a new agreement about let's take it slow, let's take it easy, let's see if there's anything here again. So some of you are going to be reconnecting with old flames and old partnerships that if taken slowly could put back together and be really golden, but not if you're acting like a baby. Okay, sorry, Gemini. I'm just the messenger. Okay, so now let's look at your career and money, Geminis. Wow, well, you know what? This is really interesting. So you have so much wealth that you're not seeing. They're showing me all this wealth, and what's on top of it is a foot of snow, right? And the snow just represents fear, like fear of digging in, fear of going to work, fear of, am I applying my energy in the wrong area? Is this really going to benefit me? If I put all my focus on this, or if I buy this business, is it really going to come to fruition, right? So I just feel all this fear around putting effort and energy into something that is not going to bring money back to you. You have to not think that way. You just have to go to work and trust your instincts. And then that snow is going to melt and you'll just be able to pick up those bricks of gold because there's a lot of money waiting to be made for you. And it's a foundation. It's a solid foundation. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have lots of money come in January, but it means that the actions you're going to take are going to build a golden foundation for you, something that's really solid. And I'm talking about decades, like this is a whole new trajectory for you guys. So even though it may be hard work and a lot of fear, this is a new golden life for you. And it could be like just taking care of yourself so that your health is strong, and that's going to last you the rest of your days, 20, 30, 40 years from now, right? It could be that that's what this gold is, or it could be like really sustenance, like really a new career that is really sustainable for you. So whatever it is in your life that you're really needing it to work out, whether it's your health or whether it's the career, you just have to put the energy in it and remove the fear and have only eyes for that, right? You have to become a little like a Taurus bull and go, no, I am focused. Get stubborn about it, get focused, and that is what I'm doing. And no to this other part of myself that wants to, flip on and be sorry for myself and be sad and not work and get depressed and lazy and look at all the reasons why my life sucks. You can't go there. You have to be more like Taurus the bull and get to it, right? And if you do that, Geminis, your whole life is gonna open by the end of January. They're just showing me this blossoming. So these 3 weeks for you, it's like really, I'm sorry, they're showing me like a lot of the Taurus energy rooting around, like the bull, rooting around, seeing what it is I want to do, what do I feel good about, gathering information, really understanding what direction you should be going in, what you should be working in, making phone calls, connecting with people. So you're really creating a plan of action for your career, for your work, what's next, right? It's going to be so successful, but you have to do the work and you have to not be afraid. Now, for your health, Gemini, I know we've been touching on this health thing a lot for you. A lot of you are going to get additional information that's going to help you with your health, so that things can just heal. And so I feel like you're going to, again, be introduced to new things and more healing is going to happen. And you're really going to get through this. So this is a really positive month for you for health, a continuum of taking care of yourself and new information and more positive feedback and cures for you, for those of you that are extremely ill or have just had surgeries or recovering. There's a continual period here of recovery for your body, but at the same time your mind is active, and that's also going to help you because you're going to feel better with an active mind. Okay, and anything with the unexpected for Geminis? Yes, and what might that be? Looks like unaccepted opportunities for relationship. Some of you may have an opportunity to get back in a relationship. I know we talked about this, or get engaged and or get married. Want to be really, really, really careful about getting back into a relationship or getting married. Now, if you've already been married and you get back together, you could get back together and during a retrograde if you've been married before. But if you've recently, let's say just recently broke up, or you break up during a retrograde, it's not likely to stick. So just be aware of, don't buy into everything that your partner is saying or what is being said to you until February. Okay? So what may be true in January may not be true in early February for yourself or for the person. So like we said, everything gets screwed up with communication and everybody's wants and desires change. And because that's the influence of Mercury when it's retrograde. So you just want to make sure that take it slow, don't kid yourself, don't fool yourself, and then really look and see. In early February, you'll have more answers, real clarity, and greater peace of mind and happiness to be able to move forward. Anything else? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to socialize with old friends you haven't seen in a while in this month, and really kind of really smooth things over. And so there's also a nice month here to get out and have a lot of socializing. I think we talked about earlier in relationships that you can really turn it on, Gemini, and really have this become a really social month for you, which you're really going to enjoy and really love. So that's available for you. You just have to pull your head out of the sand and stop licking your wounds and move forward, and you're going to have a great January, Gemini. Okay? Have a happy new year. Have a wonderful and prosperous and blessed 2016. And if you like my star signs, please share it with your friends and click like. And I look forward to connecting with you again in this year. And may you have a blessed and happy new year.